University.
And I'm Ryan Bateman. I am an international business major, Chinese minor. The title of our project is China's Struggle, A Hero's Journey. It's a comparison of the two films, Ip Man and Fearless, with the hero's journey and China. Oh, and as a disclaimer, both of these movies are rated R because of violence, and we will be showing edited clips as part of our presentation.
Okay, the hero's journey is a universal pattern. It can be found in stories from cultures around the world. So here you see on the board a few of the steps of the hero's journey. By some counts it has as many as 12 steps, but we've limited it to just 6 steps that we'll show in our presentation. And we'll do this by going back and forth between the two movies, Ip Man and Fearless. Ip Man is the Cantonese transliteration of his name. Ye Wen is the Mandarin version. So hopefully you don't get confused between the two.
So just remember that, because if we say Ye Wen or Ip Man, just remember, okay?
Now, before the journey of the hero begins, he exists in the ordinary world. This is an image taken from the movie Fearless. The main character of the movie Fearless is Ho Yanjia, and he was one of China's historical martial arts masters. Ho Yanjia, as a child, his only dream is to become the best martial artist in Tianjin. His father limits this because he has asthma, but later in life he does get the chance, after his father dies, to fulfill his dream. The problem is he's very prideful in this pursuit, and he flaunts his power whenever he can.
All right. The hero's journey begins with the call to adventure. In this clip, the Japanese soldiers are offering bags of rice in exchange for the chance to compete against the Chinese and their style of kung fu, wushu. Before the Japanese invaded China in the late 1930s, Ip Man lived a happy life as an upper-class citizen. Now, he has to work as a day laborer to put food on the table, so he volunteers. Go back.
Okay.
Oh.
Sam.
昨天好多人拿到米了，三浦将军很满意。今天有没有人想去啊？有没有人要去？打赢了900米，我去。
That's it, man, right there. Okay. All right, next slide. All right. Ip Man refused the call after he challenged and defeated 10 Japanese soldiers and then admitted to his life that kung fu was useless. I will translate the parts that need to be, because there wasn't an English translation for this, so.
We encourage you to watch the full films if you haven't. They're very good.
我发现自己真的很没用。
I discovered that I really have no use.
什么都做不了。
I can't do anything.
以前就知道练功，
Before, all I did was kung fu.
又能怎么样？
How can this be of any use now? Next slide. All right. During the Japanese occupation of China, the Japanese generally took what they wanted from Chinese, and this clip shows this as one of Ip Man's tests on his journey. The Japanese army is, at this time, are searching for Ip Man and seek to capture him for their general, who wants a one-on-one match to compare their kung fu. In reality, they aren't able to do so because Ip Man's inclination. So this shows the Chinese people still have a will of their own.
好吧，
case of Ho Yanjia in Jet Li's The Fearless, the ordeal comes in the form of a competition. This competition has been set up by the international community to show how weak the Chinese really are. And this competition has really been set up so lopsided that there's no real conceivable way that Ho Yanjia can win. He would first face a Western boxing champion, then a spearman, a master swordsman, and finally the Japanese master of martial arts. Now, the return with the elixir is kind of a culmination of what makes the hero a hero. The elixir is a treasure, essentially, which the hero brings back from his journey. It can be something physical or an idea. In most wushu films, the elixir can be compared to attaining a Zen-like state or some form of enlightenment, where the hero gains internal peace and also harmony with nature. In this clip, Yanjia shows that he's put aside his prideful past and understands his place in nature. So pay special attention to what he says about the tea, and there is English subtitles you can read for yourself. 对不起。
是我不愿意，我不想将茶分出高低，谁茶就对。可是这茶就有高低和不同品性之分。什么是高，什么是低？它们本身都是生长于自然的，并无高低之分。看来，茶品上下高低，并不是由茶来对我而说，倒是由人来决定。不同的人有不同的选择。 我不愿做这个选择。
Okay, now that we have been introduced to the hero's journey, we will give a brief history of China. So, China has a long history of strong tradition. Ever since Western powers first came to China, they have been reluctant to mix the two cultures. During the 1800s, the British Empire defeated China in both Opium Wars, resulting in the first of many unfair treaties. Religious friction has always been a strong force in history. Chinese rejection of Christianity eventually led to conflict across the country in the Boxer Rebellion and the turn of the 20th century. The Boxers, who were Chinese themselves, killed many Chinese Christians, bringing upon themselves the wrath of the Western community.
Okay. It wasn't long after the Boxer Rebellion that Ho Yanjia saw China's weakness. China's weakness was their inability to unite. His Jingwu Sports Federation, which you see the shield up there, is from the sports federation that he helped establish, played a great role in giving the country something to unite behind. Although their China's goal of national unity was largely put on hold during the Second World War, the Chinese Communist and nationalist parties did again have an internal conflict before China was finally united under the communist government of Mao Zedong. Now, the elixir for China is again very similar to the elixir that we see from the wushu films. That being that one must continually seek to better oneself. The previous clip showed with Jet Li talking about the tea applies greatly here, because the way I see it, the tea, as he said, the tea doesn't judge itself. It's people that judge the tea. So all of these foreign countries are coming into China and judging China for what they see without really experiencing it for themselves and appreciating the difference that they are. Recently, China's rise has legitimized their global position. In 1971, the People's Republic of China gained a permanent seat on the UN Security Council. Since then, China has worked peacefully to become a world power with an average GDP growth of around 10%. that's over the last 20 years, which is pretty amazing. And lastly, Beijing had the honor of hosting the world's greatest athletes in the 2008 Summer Olympic Games. So China truly has grown to become a world power, and as every hero knows, with